the players. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a three-time Grand Slam champion, the winner of 2 World Cups, a World Grand Prix champion, a Premier League runner-up, and ladies and
welcome to the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. Quarter-final number 3, Stephen Bunting taking on Gerwyn Price. Gerwyn Price makes his way onto the stage, looking to exact a little bit of revenge on Stephen Bunting, who beat him yesterday in an absolute high-quality game in the Players' Championship. Let's have an almighty roar, Gerwyn Price, as he enters the stage.
Gentlemen, a 2-time World Championship semi-finals. The newly crowned Bahrain Darts Master, the winner of the Masters and the former Lakeside champion, the bullet, Stephen Bunting!
Stephen Bunting still looking for his first win in the Premier League of 2025. Will it come tonight at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham, night 6? Mentioned he's met Gerwyn Price yesterday, has beaten him the last 3 times, so he'll have a little bit of confidence as he serenades the crowd as the pyrotechnics go off in Nottingham. Not the start he would have wanted to his campaign, but nothing that a couple of nightly wins won't put right.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's getting to that point now. I think that if he doesn't start picking up anything, his damage has all been done far too early. But I still think, as you say, a couple of wins do the confidence of the world are good. He can still get himself back in contention. And good scenes in Nottingham where Stephen Bunting seems to be conducting the audience to his very popular walk-on song.
What about the roar from Gerwyn Price when he entered the stage then? He looks in a good mood, he looks fired up as well, and he will have that element of revenge in his eyes, won't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Gerwyn Price is going up there. He's already picked up a victory in this year's Premier League, and he wants to win everything, but he's had a mixed bag of results. He's gone out the quarter-final stages the last 2 times himself, but I think that was him just reacting to the mixed response, shall we say, from the crowd.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that he can pick up a win here, Price. Started the night in 5th, but Rob Cross has just leapfrogged him with that win over Chris Dobey. 100.9 average for Cross. He'll meet Luke Littler, average over a ton in beating Luke Humphries 6-4 earlier on. So we know that Littler will play Cross in semi-final number 1. And the winner of this one, Bunting against Price, will take on the winner of Nathan Aspinall against Michael van Gerwen. So Rob Cross has leapt above van Gerwen into the top 4, but obviously Michael has got a game to play in arrears, if you like. So it's getting tight, isn't it now? The top 6 are starting to pull away from the bottom 2, so Stephen Bunting could do with making some ground up himself.
Yeah, and hopefully he'll have some confidence from the recent performances that we've seen from Stephen Bunting. Had a good run in the recent Pro Tour that you mentioned, where he beat Gerwyn Price en route, and also at the Euros in Belgium. Rather controversial game against Jermaine Watamina, where there was a bit of words said afterwards, but I think Bunting just kept his head down and played very well.
You ever get to the bottom of that? I don't know. Bunting claimed he knew nothing about it, but not heard anything about it since. But here we go then. Race to 6 for a place in the semi-finals. It is Bunting against Price. The red and black shirt of Stephen Bunting and his red darts. What can he do from here? Only 60 to open up for him. Averaged well over a ton in beating Price yesterday. Can he replicate that here? Even the losing averages tonight, 99.49 and 98.79. It's good standard.
Yeah, you talk about good standard. I mean, Bunting may be left scratching his head because his tournament average is just over 98. It's the 5th highest in terms of the Premier League. But everyone, I do think everyone really has put in a top performance when they've come up against Stephen Bunting.
So we mentioned that earlier, his average is 98, he's not won a game, and that is ridiculous, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, it's a testament to the standards, and once again, both players making quite a good start here, but it's Price that's got that slight advantage against the throw. 2-6-1 place, 3-4-1.
First leg. Race to 6 for a place in the semi-finals. And Bunting down to 201. Price is on 201 with 2 darts left in his hand. There's another 60. Is this the first max? Not quite, but a really strong start from Gerwyn Price.
Yeah, solid stuff from the Welshman. That's what you come to expect. He's a player that I think since missing out on the Grand Slam back in November, being so disappointed at not being at one of his favourite tournaments, he's really turned things around in terms of his attitude towards the sport. He just looks happier up there and he's getting better results.
Yeah, it looks like he's enjoying it rather than it being a job. 1-2-1 shot was on but couldn't get the treble 17. So Bunting, who's been on the back foot in this opening leg, he needs 96 to hold his throw. Single 20, he's going to stay there. He's just moved along the hockey. Oh, he's just over adjusted. So he's left himself tops. Price 59 then for an early break.
Yeah, real frustration there for Bunting as Price finds the 19, which does leave him tops just north of the target. Can he use it as a guide? Yes, he can. And you can hear the roar from Gerwyn Price. He is pumped up for this match. And I don't know what you think, Mark, but it's those kind of shots Stephen Bunting is going to have to pin if he's got any chance of getting through to one of these semi-finals.
Yeah, he has, you're right. A good opening leg from Gerwyn Price, but Bunting had a chance and didn't take it. What can Price do on his own throw here? Can he consolidate the break?
The first leg completed in 15 darts for Gerwyn Price. He kicks off with a 140. Already Stephen Bunting on the back foot, and when you haven't had much luck in a certain tournament, and he's been so vocal about how much he's wanted to be back at the Premier League, you know, it's just going to get harder and harder as the weeks go on.
Well, that's the thing, the longer it takes to get a win, the further behind he's going to be and the more questions will be asked. I think just quietly Nathan Aspinall's quite relieved that he's had a strong start, as in he's in the top 4 as it stands tonight, because there are a lot of doubters questioning these two being in it. Well, Aspinall at the minute's well and truly in the playoff picture. Bunting's got a lot of work to do here. 301 Bunting, 302 Price. Price at the hockey now is going down the treble 18 route. He hit 1, then a single, and then a single 20. So he is down to 210.
Yeah, once again, just has that little bit of initiative in the leg, but Bunting finds the first treble 20, finds a second, it looks perfect for a third, and that is the first maximum of the match to leave Stephen Bunting on a finish. He will return, his Price is back on 210.
Yeah, he will. And Price has not made a massive indent in that 210 either, he's still on 150, so 1-2-1 for Bunting then, for a break straight back. And these are the types of chances that he needs to take. Well, he's hit the ball first up, so it'll be treble 13, can only get the single, so 18 will leave tops, and he'll be expecting to come back with Price on 150, and he's hit big 5, so it's Bunting's leg to lose really here.
Yeah, once again, he's got a chance. Price does find ball last start of asking, hits 75, but it's Bunting who can break straight back. A bit of parity in the leg, goes in double 1 just by millimetres, but double 19 is found and we're at 1 apiece.
Bit of a trick shot from Bunting there, but that 19 was right in the middle. Could have got very messy very quickly there.
Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? But cleaned it up nicely and back in the treble 20. Has to settle for a ton, and that'll be disappointing because that first dart from Stephen Bunting there looked very inviting indeed.
Did. Price will be disappointed with the level of his scoring in that last leg. Comes up with 93. Bunting at the hockey now.
Yeah, don't know how much you can hear, but the crowd is just singing "Let's Go Bunting Mental," his theme tune. He's so popular. He's popularised himself. He's really branded himself with things like TikTok. And yeah, he's definitely one of the crowd favourites, Stephen Bunting.
He is the modern day darts player. Got to be on TikTok, Instagram, whatever else is available.
Are you on TikTok?
I have enough trouble with X, let alone anything else.
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah. Not down with the youngster, a bit too old for that, I think. Two 39-year-olds here going at it. One from Wales, one from St Helens. And again, not a lot in this leg either. Bunting on 220, Price on 210, but it's Bunting at the hockey. He'd love a max here, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and the first one's in the treble, second one's in. Lots of room once again. Has to settle for a 140. But we know he'll be back because Price, stepping up to the hockey, needs 210.
Only 60 again, so like the last leg, he's left 150, but Bunting here for a hold needs 80. Perfect in the middle of the treble 20, so double 10. Ooh, he's come way inside. Double 5, nicely done. Back-to-back legs for Bunting.
Yeah, good to see. He's a little bit more control this week, Stephen Bunting. So he said his performance levels haven't been the problem, it's finding the win and encountering some big averages, but Price kicks off leg number 4 with a 140. Bunting back in once again, 2 trebles. Looks like he's going to switch and finds a third for 177.
Well, it looked like he had an ocean of room there. There were 2 on a pinhead, but he decided to go for cover and he found it. I would like to know, and I always ask this question, if you give them like 100 identical darts, how many could they get in the treble? Because sometimes they get a 180 in like half a centimetre of the bottom corner of the bed. They could get another 10 in there at least.
Yeah, and I think the size of someone's darts like Stephen Bunting's, he probably could get a fair few in the treble 20 bed.
Well, Bunting averaging over a ton, leading 2-1, race to 6. Winner of this one plays Aspinall or Michael van Gerwen in tonight's semi-final. All the action, week 6 of the Premier League, each and every week, including the playoffs from the O2 in London. We'll be live on the talkSPORT network. Thanks for joining us on the Darts YouTube page. Please like, subscribe and share amongst your buddies. So Price down to a finish of 75, Bunting on 220.
Yeah, Bunting just cut adrift slightly, but looking to put a bit of pressure on. Finds the first treble, finds the second, third, would leave him on tops. As it goes, he's got 80 if he gets to return with Price on 75.
Well, single 17 leaves single 18. Right in the middle, tops then for 2-2 and a level game, and he misses the target. So Bunting, who hit 80 in the last leg, needs 80 to go 3-1 up.
Yeah, that miss could prove very costly for Price. You would think Bunting, even if he doesn't find the treble first start, should get at least 1 at the outer ring. Single 20, and he has to move across the hockey. Does find the other 20 and moving once again. This is awkward for Stephen Bunting. Cannot find tops, clatters into a blocker dart.
Yeah, that was awkward. 10s then for 2-2, just inside, double 5. Over the top, 1 left for Price. He just looks at the crowd, stares them down, and then lets out a delayed roar. It's 2-2.
I mean, I know that quite often you know Gerwyn Price is that almost that pantomime villain, but I think tonight he's really kind of goading the crowd into a bit of a frenzy.
I think he's starting to enjoy it now. I think there's a point of realisation. You hear it again there. There's a point of realisation. He's not going to beat them, is he? Might as well join them, and he's taking it in good spirit. He looks, as soon as he come on, he looks in good form. Won't be happy with that bounce out though. Bunting only 58, but Price only 40 with that bounce out.
It kind of exploded back out of the board for Gerwyn Price. And real opportunity for him to forge forward, but it's Bunting now. 99 points scored.
Big difference in the averages at the minute, but that will help Price's average for the max. His first of the match.
Bunting looking to respond in kind, but single 20. Another single. Does seek out the treble 20 last out of asking.
Back in the red bit again, Price. All of a sudden he can't miss it. Not quite in the full house, but he's down to 1-4-1 now, and 2-4-4 Bunting on his own throw, in danger of being broken here.
Yeah, you think he's going to need at least a 2 treble visit. First one is a single 20, second is a single 20, and now switching down to the 19s that can only find 59 points in total.
Yeah, doesn't bother here. 1-4-1 is on, 57 hit, treble 20 hit, magical, 2 12s for the 1-4-1 for Price. No big celebration this time, just collects his darts, leading 3-2. Brilliant from Price.
Yeah, it's almost like Price has now got the right amount of adrenaline that he doesn't need to shout even when he does pin a majestic 1-4-1.
Treble 19 first. Not always the route that others will take, but he owns up with 59, and back comes Bunting.
Another max for Stephen Bunting. The bullet definitely finding that treble 20 target, and he does need it because that last leg for Price was another break. He's not making the most of having the darts. Bunting back in again, finds 2 trebles, seeking out the third. Oh, and a 140 found to the disappointment of the Nottingham crowd.
Well, if you'd have got that one, I'd have been contractually obliged to let you call it, because you called 2 last week.
Yeah, 2 games and 2 9-darters in a match that they both went on to lose as well. It seemed to be more of a curse than anything else. Certainly
did. But crucially, he's given himself a chance here. Another treble would be good. A ton leaves him on 81. Price on 202, but he's in the red bit. Again, needs something. Gets the bull actually. Out of bull would have been perfectly good, but the bull's even better, down to 72. This 81 to level up the game. This is a big moment.
And that's a big treble 19 for double 12, and out in 2 darts for Stephen Bunting to level the scores back up. And now we are at 3 apiece.
I like it, those 2 dart combos around the 80s or 90s. You take them out in 2. It must make you feel great as a player. I mean, that's the best you can do it, really. So it's good stuff.
I don't do it as often as I'd like, but they were definitely what we were talking about earlier on, when Bunting had a chance in the opening leg at 96 and couldn't do the pop finish. But now he seems to be much more in target.
Just starting to get going, this in terms of scoring. The averages are starting to climb quite quickly. Bunting over 100 again now. Price just short of 97. Bunting back in the red bit. 140, that was a good last start. Forced it in. Back comes Price. And he forced the second dart in the treble he can. 2-6-1 Bunting. 2-7-6 Price. We're locked at 3 each, race to 6. Winner will take on Aspinall or Van Gerwen.
Bunting just looking to build 2 single 20s, has to switch because they were blockers of the treble bed, and has to settle for 57 in the end. When you look at Stephen Bunting's results, the kind of closest he's come is 2-6-4 defeats, one against Cross, one against Humphries. The rest have been 6-1, 6-2 and 6-3.
Yeah. Well, his opponent's got 3. Will he get any more? Well, Bunting's just lost the weight of scoring here, a crucial time. He only 44. Now he's on a finish, but it's a big one. 160. Price here, 140 to leave double 18 is what he'll be thinking. Well, he's got 80 with his first 2. Can he squeeze one in? Not quite, but it is advantage Price, I think, here.
Second dart for Price there, very awkward to get a third one into the treble 20, but 160 and Bunting just taking his time. Can't find the first treble, so now just looking to tee up. 2 single 20s found, does find a treble to leave 60 if he gets to come back.
60 leaves double 8 for another breaker throw for Gerwyn Price. There's the raw. 76 out in 2, and Price breaks. That's 3 successive breaks, and it's Price who leads 4-3.
A real back and forth feeling this game, where one player's really taken command. It looked like it was all Price, then all Bunting. Now back to looking very much in the hands of Gerwyn Price once again.
Can Bunting respond? Last start treble 18, saves his visit, 93 scored. But Price is back in the red bit. He'll be disappointed the second dart didn't go in, but he'll take the 137. And a big visit needed now for Bunting.
Gerwyn Price has enjoyed a victory here previously in this new format back in 23, and that's another maximum for Stephen Bunting, and it's a really well timed one because he needed it just to stay interested in this leg.
Yeah, he did. Ton back, so Price is down to 164. But Bunting here 228. 140 minimum you feel he needs here to put some pressure on Price, and he's in the red bit. That is a perfect Bunting dart, and there's another one. He got more than the 140s, back-to-back maxes for Bunting. This would really hurt the 164, and the shot is on.
He finds the first treble, can't find the second treble, 19. So those back-to-back maximums for Bunting haven't gone to waste. Once again, just taking his time. You feel once again big darts in the context of the match. Single 16 found for double 16, way inside double 8. Cannot pin the target. Disappointment for Bunting.
Yeah, and Price is on tops, and this for a 5-3 lead. He's pumped the Welshman, and Bunting has got a very, very worried look on his face. Had he have hit double 16 or double 8, then would have been level. He'd have had to throw in the 9th and 11th legs. He's 3 from 8 on the doubles, 38%. 56% for Price, and that ultimately the difference.
Yeah, it's a real swing leg that. Gerwyn Price now, by way of winning, it goes within one of the match, and it's Bunting once again with all the work to do. And when you hit back-to-back maxis in a leg, you do think really you should be winning that leg.
Certainly should. And 2 darts. The first one was a shocker. The second one was just wide of the target, but is the damage done here? Bunting on his own throw. He's 5-3 down. He's down to 310. Price on 4-4-2, less these, and this is a significant visit. 140 for him.
Yeah, it's how Bunting can react, because mentally, obviously, he's still seeking out that very first win in the Premier League. Now he's really up against it, finds a 140, will leave himself with the big fish, and will be back for it with Price on 302.
Yeah, we've had some big finishes tonight. 164 from Littler early on. We just had the 141 from Price.
Nice 144 from Cross as well. It's big finishes, but we need a big fish. Come on, Bunting.
There you go, there's the first one. There's the second one. Bullseye for the big fish! There the bullet goes. He's firing them in. And that gets the crowd on their feet. No emotion, no fist bump from Gerwyn Price. He stood at the end of the hockey, waiting to get back underway in leg 10. And all of a sudden the pressure goes back on Price. He holds so here, he wins.
I guess you've just got to tell Stephen what he's meant to be doing. But yeah, excellently taken under a world of pressure as well. Stephen Bunting fires himself up, keeps himself in the match, but still, he's got a job to do here.
Comes up with a 60, only a ton. Price up 95, so Price has the throw to win 6-4. Might need something like the big fish against the throw, but only 59 here for Price. So Bunting is in business.
Yeah, he must sense the opportunity, wants to make the most of it. Treble 20 found, and a second. Can he find a third? It's 140 scored, down to 261 with Price on 347.
He's averaging over 104, Bunting, and he might be about to get turned over because Price delivers a max. Down to 167. Advantage back with Price as he flexes the biceps and says to the crowd, get some of that. He might have said something else actually, but we're a family show.
Yeah, third maximum and a brilliant time for Gerwyn Price. Now Bunting, 2 single numbers, can't find a treble. So Price has afforded at least 6 darts for the 167.
Yeah, I think he'd have loved to have taken it out in 3. He's not going to do that, and he now needs a treble. He gets one. Last start, treble 20, and a roar again from Price, down to 70. These might be Bunting's last 3 darts.
Price just knew how important that last dart was. Single 20 for Bunting. Closer, but still a single, and can't find a treble. 142.
This for the match then, 70 for Gerwyn Price. Single 10 hit, so it'll be 20 for tops. Plenty of the target to aim at here, but he's over the top, and Bunting now will be kicking himself that he's not closer than 142.
Yeah, back-to-back trebleless visits from Bunting have left him floundering in the tons. 142 is required if he's going to put himself back on level. And again, can't find the big treble. Finds the bullseye, but it's Price back for tops for the match.
Yeah, one match start, been and gone. Gerwyn Price. He's looking at tops for a 6-4 win. That's surely a good marker. It is. And Gerwyn Price wins again. It's another defeat for Stephen Bunting, who's averaged over 102, but he's turned over by Gerwyn Price. It's all smiles on stage, but Price exacts revenge for a defeat in a Players' Championship yesterday. And it's fair to say the Irishman's pretty pumped up.
Yeah, honestly, his head, where he's screaming so much and relishing in the moment, it's the same colour as Stephen Bunting's shirt. But yeah, no, exceptional play from both players. It'll be disappointing for Stephen Bunting, though, still trying to find that first elusive win.
Who do you think he's going to play in the next round? Will it be Aspinall or Van Gerwen?
Well, I mean, I've been guilty of writing off Aspinall on too many occasions, and he's always come through. But for me, I still think Mighty Mike, he's going to want to pick up a weekly title, and we may do the business here in Nottingham.
We will find out. When it comes to the Darts Premier League, the last thing you want is an online mishap throwing you off your game. Among the fastest VPNs available on the market, NordVPN gives you a quick location change when you need it most. Go to nordvpn.com/dartsvpn and get 2 years plus 4 months free and a birthday deal. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. We know in the semi-finals Luke Littler will take on Rob Cross. We also know that Gerwyn Price is through. He'll take on the winner of Aspinall against Van Gerwen. That'll be on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel shortly. Gerwyn Price has beaten Bunting by 6 legs to 4.